family. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Cryptologic podcast. My name is John, and my mission here on this channel is to make crypto as logical as possible. So if you guys are rocking with that, please smash that like button because it helps the video out. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified whenever a new video drops. How are you guys doing today? Happy Friday. I've been waiting to make this video for you guys today. I was about to make it yesterday on Thursday, the 21st, but it was like, hey, I'll make this on Friday. Some big things we need to talk about. Some big things. And you guys see the title. You guys know what we're going to talk about today. We're talking about securities and LCX. Two words or whatever that I've never thought to hear in the same sentence. Other than LCX is not security, because that's a fact. LCX is not a security. We're going to dive into that. We're going to dive into this lawsuit or whatever, this charge that the SEC did against these former employees of Coinbase. We're going to deep dive into that. We're going to deep dive into a little bit into the market. We're going to deep dive into some regulation news. And yeah, it'll be a jam-packed, quick video to the point. None of that extra stuff that I usually kind of do. We're going to showcase some stuff from the Discord. Shout out to Silver Stranger. He put some interesting stuff in there I want to showcase on here to everybody. And like I said, if you guys are not in a like-minded community, you guys need to click the link below and join the Cryptologic community Discord or another Discord. Join a Discord. Be around people that want the same thing you do: financial freedom and success. All right, take advantage of these times to find people that are gonna be similar and like-minded like you. Build your tribe. Find your tribe. Okay. And before we move on, shout out to Ledger. I made a TikTok tutorial. So if you guys go to my TikTok, you guys will see the tutorial. I put some quant on here, so now I'm gonna transfer mostly all my crypto on here. I'm very excited about that. The link to get one of these, the Ledger Nano X, will be in the description below. So you guys can go ahead and cop one. And yeah, with that being said, we're going to dive into the jam-packed video. So today, we are still hovering above $1 trillion market cap. I know we got some earnings reports to come through. I know we have Elon Musk selling off. Which is something I didn't touch on in the previous video, right? Because I do videos like market updates on Mondays and Fridays, but every day I'll do a TikTok. So I did mention this on TikTok. Elon Musk, it was reported when his Tesla's earnings reports came out in Q2, he sold 75% of his Bitcoin holdings to have liquid cash. So the 1.5 billion that he had, he basically converted 75% of that, which is a total of like 936 million, into cash on his balance sheets. So he's gonna have cash there on his balance sheets. There was like this tweet that showcased like the timeline of when he dumped, because his average price was like 28,000 when he sold it all, and apparently that's like what caused a cascade effect for potentially Luna and everything. That's what everyone's saying. So I don't know. I haven't deep dove into that much. But when I do, I'll of course mention it. But that's crazy how he just was like, hey, we have diamond hands last year. Then now it's like, yeah, we need cash. So we'll see what happens. He's saying he's not outruling crypto, right? He said that doesn't mean he's never going to buy back into Bitcoin. We'll see, right? The market didn't react as bad as we all thought it would have. It seems this is why it's kind of scary to me, where it's like, all right, I think a big delayed dip is coming. Everything is still kind of holding strong if you look at it from the grand scheme of things. Bitcoin's still at 23,000. Ethereum's over 1,500. They got the merger coming. XRP's up 36 cents. Still low in my opinion, obviously. But everything is still kind of holding strong. And you look at the crypto bubbles, right? You see, obviously, Quant is on a downtrend, but still hovering around $100. Bitcoin Gold went on a nice pump. EOS is on a pump today. Neo, you know what I'm saying? Kusama, right, is up 12%, 30% in the month. So it's still kind of like very, 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 I don't know which way it's going to go. I'm staying away right now. I'm just stacking my stables. I just bought some more USDC, holding that, moved a lot of my crypto onto my wallet. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait it out. I'm going to see what's going to happen here, because this is looking kind of shady in my opinion. It's pretty shady. So just be mindful during these times, because an impending crash, I think, is on the horizon. The macro of the economy is not looking good. We're going to see end of the month if they announce a recession, because we'll know the 2 quarters, right, of negative GDP growth if it's official, right? And they're going to have to announce recession. American Express came out and said that, oh, we don't see in a recession. They don't get it because their cards are mostly used by people who have a lot of money, so they don't see a recession. But like AT&T and other companies are like, yeah, people are being late on their bill payments. Like people aren't paying their bill on time, etc. They see, you know what I'm saying, they have more average people that are using their services. American Express primarily is for people that have really good credit and have wealthy people, of course. They're not affected by this as much, right? To inflation and everything. So that's why it's kind of risky to just kind of dump money in right now to FOMO into projects, because I think an impending crash is coming. Before we get into the juicy part of the episode or video, I want to mention this. Lummis-Gillibrand's crypto bill is most likely going to be deferred until next year. So this is something I saw a few days ago where I was like, oh, I need to talk about this, because it says Senator Cynthia Lummis said that non-crypto-verse senators will need some time to understand and digest the proposals. So they're delaying. I think that's why another reason why there's a pump, because they're delaying regulation for another year, which gives it more of the Wild Wild West feel to it. So, okay, cool. We can still take more risk, right? They're pushing regulation back another year into next year. So it says, I think both Kristen and I believe that the bill in one piece as a total bill is more likely to be deferred until next year. It's a big topic. It's comprehensive, and it's still new to many U.S. senators. So it's a lot for them to digest in the few remaining weeks we're having this calendar year. So they're putting it on the back burner, right? They're going to handle inflation. They're going to handle the macro of the economy and worry about crypto next year. So they're trying to address the roles of the CFTC, the SEC, stablecoin regulation, banking, tax treatment of digital assets, and an interagency coordination. So they're pushing this thing back until next year, which is why I think people are going, all right, cool, we got more time for the Wild Wild West. So right here it says there's additional interest now because they've seen that this is something important to do, that consumers are not being protected today, and there's no oversight or accountability. There's no rules of the road. So that's another thing. There's no rules right now. With regulation being pushed back another year, there's going to be continuation of no rules on the road, right? And I think they're going to wait for the SEC lawsuit with Ripple to see what happens there and use that as the new Howey test to parlay that into this bill. So that's going to be something that I'm thinking is going to happen as well. They did mention the Luna collapse and everything like that. Celsius, Voyager, BlockFi. Very, very interesting that this news didn't really hit anybody hard. Like, it kind of just went under the rug. They're pushing regulation back a whole nother year. They're like, hey, we're going to get this thing together. They're still going to work on it behind the scenes and worry about it next year. So I think that's another significant reason why the markets are pumping, because it gives people more of an opportunity to go, all right, cool, we got more time to take a risk and gamble before they shut things down. But I think they're waiting for the lawsuit to end, the Ripple lawsuit to end. So right here, this is the juicy part of the video, right? Getting to LCX towards the end. So it says, ex-Coinbase product manager charged with insider trading. So what happened was, this guy, he's a former employee, Ishan Wahi, and two accomplices, his brother and someone else, Samir Rahmani, allegedly made illegal trades involving at least 25 different crypto assets, realizing gains totally approximately $1.5 million. So basically, this guy was a product manager for Coinbase. He knew for sure that some tokens were going to get listed on to Coinbase. Like, he knew for sure. So he told his brother and he told some friends or whatever, say, hey, this token's going to get listed on this date. This token, buy this token, buy that token, because there's going to be a pump when they get listed. So it's basically insider trading. They know when a token's going to get listed, information from the inside of the company, and utilizing to make wealth off of it, to get money off of it, right? So when the pump came, when they got listed, there was a spike in the price. So this guy made only 1.5 million. I'm like, that's all you made? And that is very bad in the judicial part of the law, right? Of the law. So when you look at it in regards from a SEC's perspective, like, oh, this is bad, this is fraud, you're cheating the people, you're cheating the American people, right? You're getting yourself an advantage. You're basically making money from all these people. So some of these coins were Tribe, XYO, ENS, Gala. These are all tokens that were linked to people making money. And the thing is, of those 25, the SEC named 9 of them as securities. So the thing about it is that LCX is listed as one of them as securities. XYO was too, right? I know there's like a bunch of other ones, but if you guys are here, you're here because of LCX, which is stupid in my opinion. It's completely, irregardless, stupid that they listed LCX as a security. It makes no sense. No sense. LCX is the most regulatory compliant crypto token exchange, whatever, out there. The SEC didn't even do their research, I don't think. I think they just name dropped a bunch of tokens that probably made a lot of money on. People made a lot of money on because LCX had a nice pump when it was listed. So they listed AMP, RLY, DDX, XYO, RGT, LCX, Power, DFX, and KROM. The SEC said the investigation is ongoing and didn't respond to questions from MarketWatch regarding whether the agency plans to bring any actions against Coinbase or issues of the cryptocurrencies. And right here, what cryptocurrencies qualify as securities have been long debated as a key issue around digital asset regulation. The SEC in 2020 sued Ripple Labs and its chief executives for selling XRP tokens in an unregistered securities offering. The lawsuit is still ongoing. Obviously, we know that. The agency has also been reportedly investigating whether BNB's token was security when sold in 2017. And then Paul Grewal, chief legal officer at Coinbase, said Coinbase does not list any securities. 7 of the 9 assets, including an SEC's charge lists, are listed on Coinbase's platform. None of these assets are securities. Repeat that again. None of these assets are securities. So it says Coinbase has a rigorous process to analyze and review each digital asset before making it available on our exchange, a process that the SEC itself has reviewed. This is a thing that's stupid to me. That's why I don't like, the SEC doesn't know how to do their job. They're just regulating via enforcement, and they're going to keep doing that until they lose the power to regulate any digital asset in the future, because they're just trying to put fear into these crypto CEOs, crypto creators, developers, exchanges. They're trying to put fear into them and make them settle and make them go and give them easy passes to use against other cryptos in the future. But you have to fight back against them because they're trying to do it via enforcement. Look at this. Coinbase has a rigorous process to analyze and review each digital asset before making it available on our exchange, a process that the SEC itself has reviewed. So how are you, the SEC, going to say, okay, your process for determining whether an asset can get listed on your exchange is good. We like it. So then when they list the asset, they're like, oh, wait a minute, security. How are you telling us it's security if you agree with the way that we vet our projects before we throw them on? That doesn't make any sense. You're just contradicting yourself. You're being wishy-washy, right? So that's why the Coinbase is fighting back, which is good. And right here on Forbes, Coinbase is ready to challenge the SEC. And I want to, I highlighted this already. So it says the SEC has indicated that it believes that most tokens listed on exchanges are securities. They're stupid, which would also mean that the exchanges that list such tokens are operating as unregistered broker-dealers, ATSs. That said, back in June 2018, Coinbase announced it would acquire securities dealer Keystone Capital in a bid to become a fully SEC regulated broker-dealer. It does not appear that the SEC FINRA have ever approved that broker-dealer for use for digital assets. So right here, there's a story. So obviously in June 2021, Coinbase announced that it would suspend trading of XRP in light of the SEC lawsuit against Ripple claiming that token was a security. The price of XRP fell 24% in 24 hours as exchanges began delisting. So everyone just followed and copycatted Coinbase. Last year, the SEC also threatened Coinbase with a lawsuit over its interest-earning lend product, and that resulted in the company terminating its plans to launch this product. So Coinbase couldn't even launch their interest-earning product because the SEC said, if you do it, we're going to sue you. Stupid. The SEC is stupid. Coinbase appears to be responding to the SEC differently this time around. Yesterday, Coinbase filed a petition asking the SEC to begin rulemaking on digital asset securities, saying the existing rules for securities do not work for digital assets. That's the main thing. The existing rules for securities do not work for digital assets. It's not the same thing. The Howey test was based off of some oranges. It's completely different to what a digital asset is. So the SEC needs to come up with new regulation rules, which is why this Ripple case is the biggest thing to ever happen in crypto. The petition calls on the SEC to develop a workable regulatory framework for digital asset securities guided by formal procedures and a public notice and comment process rather than through arbitrary enforcement or guidance developed behind closed doors. So this is huge right here. So obviously he said again, Coinbase does not list securities, end of story. None of these assets are securities. So this is why this is huge. And it made Monty flip. Like, he was pissed. He went off yesterday. He says, our team, LCX, is working with some of the best lawyers and legal advisors, including a former SEC executive on this matter. LCX's token is classified as a utility token. Liechtenstein blockchain laws and European MiCA regulatory framework are setting new standards. LCX is going to be the standard. Coinbase, the SEC has no idea what they got themselves into, because the SEC is stupid, in my opinion. They don't know how to do their job. They're just puppets. So it says right here that the LCX token is a utility token issued by LCX AG. The LCX token is a utility token like a voucher, which may be used to pay for all fees associated with the services offered by LCX AG, e.g. trading fees at LCX Exchange, fees for LCX subscriptions, and other fees at LCX. Holding LCX tokens does not grant the holder any equity in LCX's company, nor does it entitle the holder to receive any distributions, dividends, transfers, profits, or allocations. So it says LCX did not conduct a sale of LCX tokens before any code has been deployed. LCX conducted a sale of LCX tokens when the protocol is operational and the LCX terminal was fully functional, thus giving it its utility. So LCX was not sold until the utility was put in place. The LCX token is an ERC20 token, and the network for Ethereum is operational. So this is another thing here. LCX token holders will not have ownership or equity interest in a legal entity, entitlement to a share of profits and or losses or assets and or liabilities, status as a creditor or lender, or a right to a repayment of purchase price and or payment of interest. Monty went off yesterday, and then there were some more things he tweeted out. I should have put it on here. This is a good thing he tweeted. Attention is a curse of the 21st century. Dang, that's crazy. This was going to be one of the things I'm going to show you at the end, but I'll come back to that. He says right here, I gotta find it for you guys. So he posted what the guy from Coinbase, the law from Coinbase said. Coinbase doesn't list securities, period. Right? He retweeted it right here. Right here. LCX is classified as a utility token. The U.S. is way behind European regulatory frameworks. Liechtenstein's blockchain laws are in full force since 2020. European Parliament approved MiCA. LCX gained 8 blockchain-related registration and is a regulated blockchain company. Right here, the U.S. legal opinion quotes. The U.S. said the SEC and individual states likely would not consider the LCX token to be security. Singapore says LCX tokens will not constitute capital markets products under the SFA. Liechtenstein says LCX tokens are classified as utility tokens according to TVTG. So the SEC doesn't know what they're doing. They're just like, I think they just closed their eyes and just picked out of like a few out of these. Which ones did they make the most money off of? Which ones did they make the most money off of? Those are securities. That's my opinion. I think the SEC picked the ones that made the most money for those people and are determining those as securities. It's a bunch of BS in my opinion. So I want to showcase you guys something in the Discord that is very reasons why you need to be in the Discord. Shout out to Silver Stranger. He tweeted this. He messaged this. He sent this message into the Discord. So I'm going to try and get this thing to showcase here real quick. There we go. And this is what he said. He said, I reviewed the complaint filed against the alleged insider traders and spoke to a friend to make sure I didn't miss any other filings. I am adjusting my summary, but my conclusion is the same. So the Department of Justice is going after insider tradings regarding the Coinbase allegations. The Department of Justice is well within its rights to do this, and a deal will likely be reached. They're probably going to settle. As an add-on, the SEC has labeled various coins on Coinbase as securities. Why? Because it gives the SEC jurisdiction to charge the insider traders with securities, wire fraud, etc. The SEC does not have jurisdiction unless there are securities involved in this case. The problem is that Coinbase is a publicly traded company allowed by the SEC to engage in business, and to date at no time has the SEC accused Coinbase of engaging in security trading. What the SEC is doing is avoiding engaging directly with Coinbase. They are not directly a party to this pending case and seeking to establish various crypto assets are securities via this criminal case. The issue is that the actual parties to this case are not in a position to litigate against the SEC on what is a side issue, which frankly will require a mini evidentiary trial within the overall larger trial that will go forward. Issue number 1, why wouldn't the SEC go after Coinbase in a fair fight to make them stop selling securities? Issue number 2, how has Coinbase been trading in some of these assets for years with impunity? Issue number 3, why has the SEC refused to provide guidance beyond the Supreme Court's determination years ago, which gave us the Howey test, a poor test for digital assets, to be honest. That's true. The Howey test does not apply to digital assets. It cannot. This is like me trying to avoid a fair fight with a dangerous opponent and running into their toddler in public and starting a fight with them. Nothing in this message is legal opinion, but rather observation based on a review of the current pending case. There are experts in this field who are providing concise updates. Please consult them. So he says, FYI, while there are a ton of crypto assets that probably are securities, the ones who like the most to date appear to be digital commodities, which is obvious to many other countries. And that's why you guys need to be in the Discord because of conversations like that. Shout out to Silver Stranger. I hope that's okay for me putting that on there. I'm going to message him before this video goes live and ask him if that's okay. If you guys see it in the video, then it was good to go. But if not, it'll be kind of awkward because I'll cut it out. But yeah, that's why you guys need to be in the Discord, because of conversations like that. This is why the SEC is stupid, in my opinion. And I don't want to like rant too much about it. We all know what the deal is. LCX is not a security. If you guys didn't see Monty's tweets, what I'm sure most people did, we're good to go. I think this is just going to be just blown over. And I think it's just stupid, in my opinion. The last thing I want to talk about is crypto is going to reach 1 billion users in 2030, by 2030. And Monty actually tweeted this out, which is why I went through it. I went by and I saw it. I was kind of like, whoa, that's cool. He tweeted this out. Great minds think alike. So he says, with the current trend, the number of crypto users in the world will reach 1 billion people by 2030. Currently, we're at 140 million people. Do you know what that market cap will be? That's like $10 trillion or something like that. 140 million people to 1 billion people? That market cap is going to be insane. That market cap is going to be insane. Look at this. We are here. We have a long ways to go for gaining life-changing wealth. Okay? So this is where like the Google, GoDaddy, Netflix, PayPal, these when they started. We're right here. We're where Google started and stuff. Like if you look at it, just look at this chart. It's beautiful. This is where we are right here. And look at how the internet went. We're supposed to pass that. And that's when when we hit into that stage where Shopify was created, Spotify was created, Twitter was created. We're still in the early 90s when it comes to technology, right? If you look at it that way. So we have a long way to go for the market cap of crypto to be over $5 trillion, $10 trillion. It's going to be insane. You guys, this chart is beautiful. I'm going to analyze it some more. But yeah, you guys. Hope this video, send this video to somebody who's doubting LCX. Good, sell them. Sell. If you guys are gave up on LCX, sell. I'll buy the dip. But yeah, man. You guys, I hope you guys have a safe weekend out there. I got a really dope podcast dropping on Wednesday. Maybe might drop it on Monday. We'll see, because I'm going out of town for the next few days. But I will have that podcast with Real Black. We talk about some new gems, LCX, and so much more. But yeah, you guys, thank you for watching this far. I really appreciate every single one of you. Be safe out there. Make that side hustle money and stack that cash. Get ready to buy them dips. The end of the month is going to be a whirlwind. We're going to see what happens at the end of the month, and we'll see where we go from there. But once again, thank you guys for tuning in this far. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.